So I have a Boulder 15 panel by Gold Zero. Normally this is hooked up to a Yeti 400. I have 4 of these in total. They're 15 watts apiece, so 4 of them is a maximum of 60 watts, although I've never actually gotten 60 watts out of all 4 panels, or even 15 out of a single panel. It's more like about 11 watts. It's about the max I've seen out of it. Anyway, what I wanted to do with this was use it for other things besides the Yeti, namely a battery charger for a project vehicle that I'm working on now. So the way this thing comes, it has this connector, the way you get it from Gold Zero, and it's a proprietary connector. So to get it to where I could hook to a battery, I was either going to have to cut the wire coming off the solar panel or buy a pigtail. So I chose the pigtail option so I'd still be able to plug it into the Yeti. So what we have here is the pigtail, and I cut it in the middle and I put it in line with a watt meter. And I have the watt meter going into a small cheapy charge controller. Now one thing I'll say about this is you would probably get more wattage out of your panel if you had an MPPT charge controller. So the fact that I'm not seeing 15 watts in optimal conditions is probably partly due to the charge controller and where I'm located geographically. And then the other side of that pigtail had alligator clips on it, and I just wired it temporarily into this. I'm going to put some heat shrink over that and seal them up where they don't short out on anything. But under these very cloudy conditions, it is early morning. I'm getting about, at the moment, 1.4 watts, but it is working. So you can use these to charge a battery or whatnot. You can even go straight from the panel to the battery without the meter and without the charge controller. But several issues are there when you do it that way. One is if you don't take the clamps off at night, you'll actually have a complete circuit going from your battery to your panel, and you'll end up taking the juice that you just put in your panel all day back out. It'll discharge because there's no blocking diode to prevent discharging the battery at night when the panel's not pulling any power from the sun. So the charge controller acts as your blocking diode. It has a one-way path through it. So if you decide to hook up to a charge controller, it's safe to leave it hooked up all the time. It will not overcharge it, and it will not drain it at night. So this is a $15 US charge controller. It's good for that. There we are, we're hooked to that. So the other issue was you could potentially overcharge your battery if you don't have something to cut the power off when you get full voltage. So that's the good thing about having a cheap charge controller on there. Anyway, just thought I'd make a video about this. Thank you very much for watching.